braking, acceleration, and driving techniques cited by Ronnie Sachs.
The way our cars are set up with a big tire on it, we can use it.
For the professionals, there's a lot of work to be done. The Sachs and Martin team, including Chief Mechanic Jake King, are busy preparing the 1969 race cars. The work is done carefully, efficiently, quietly. And suddenly it's time for the Midwinter National Drag Meets, the start of a full season of racing. So the red, white, and blue Plymouth van is on the road, rolling cross-country from home base in Burlington, North Carolina to Phoenix, Arizona. The American Hot Rod Association Winter Nationals, Beeline Dragway, Phoenix. Unload, unwrap, a quick check of the racing machine. First day, qualifying and time trial. If you have any tuning to do, today's the day. Tomorrow, eliminations begin. Sachs and Martin, a quick wrap. Back they go to their motel. Their day is not over, not until well into the evening. For the American Hot Rod Association has chosen this evening to officially name Ronnie Sachs as the AHRA Driver of the Year for 1968. AHRA President Jim Tice makes the presentation.
We of American Hot Rod Association very happy to make you this presentation as our 1968 Driver of the Year.
Thank you very much, Jim. I'd like to thank all of you with AHRA for this award. And I'd also like to thank everyone that made this possible, especially all of our sponsors, and to Mr. Jake King, who we think is one of the greatest mechanics in the bunch, and also to Mr. Buddy Martin, who has to get all the loose ends tied up and more or less satisfy the factory guys, satisfy me, and satisfy Jake. And I know he has a pretty rough job, so just a special thanks to all of you.
The gold helmet will look good on the mantle in the Ronnie Sachs den at home in Burlington, North Carolina. The plaque handsome on the wall, but those are frills. All these honors may seem directed toward Ronnie, but this is no bother for the team. Buddy Martin puts it this way.
It's just what it states. It is Driver of the Year, and he is a driver, and he did the job. It's for sure that we could have had the car to run just, you know, better than anybody else could have ever made the car run, and had some jackleg driver, you know, guy that just an average driver or whatever, and we wouldn't have gotten anywhere. We wouldn't have come up with anything like this. So, I mean, you know, he did the job, and like I say, as far as seeing him win it, we know, and most everyone else knows now, that it's, you know, it's a team effort, and that if he wouldn't have had a good car and a, you know, a capable car, he couldn't have gotten Driver of the Year. And if anybody's done a job, you know, did a job driving last year, he sure proved it.
In the Superstock class at the 69 AHR Winter Nationals, Arlen Vanke and his Plymouth Barracuda win easily in the semifinals as the Mustang comes unglued off the starting line. And now Ronnie Sachs gets the call. Finals top stock eliminator. The Mustang will get the handicap. Tough. It's tough to sit and wait while the competition goes flying down the strip. Can he catch him? Sachs in the left lane. The spectator side. At the top end. He got him. Close, but he won another Eliminator Championship. Back comes Arlen Vanke in the Superstock Finals. Vanke running in the left lane. Ed Terry's Cobra Jet right lane. And Vanke wins easily. And now the Mopar Review under the high sky of Arizona. The Ram Chargers, AA fuel champions. Big John Masmanian's super tough, funny Barracuda, the best appearing car and crew at Phoenix. Arlen Vanke, the super stock champ. Ronnie Sox Roadrunner, the top stock champion. Been a good day for the Plymouth team at the AHRA Winter Nationals. But the drag racing fan wants more. He wants a close look at the men and the machines he's admired from the distance. And he gets that look. And his questions will be answered right on the track. That's the way it is with the Plymouth team of professionals. The racers' work is never over. Well, the action now shifts a little farther west to Pomona, California. Pomona, the site of the National Hot Rod Association's Winter Nationals. The rig is rolling toward Pomona. The Sox and Martin team will run in the A and B modified production classes at Pomona. Again, record prize money, record crowds. Before the racing starts, let's go inside the car with Ronnie Sox. Watch him at work. Get the taste of his sport from where he sits. First, the all-important staging procedure. This is how it is done by a pro.
You stage the car with your heel on the brake. You just want to barely stage, and then you mash this little red button. As soon as the last yellow gets good and bright, you pop the clutch and the button at the same time. Also, we have a reverse lockout to keep you from hitting the hard spot on the 1-2 shift where reverse normally is.
What about the Christmas tree? Are all the Christmas trees the same, Ronnie?
All Christmas trees are the same. Some tracks do have a little more traction than the others. And that way, you, like I say, you just have to practice on them.
Ronnie Sox runs in the A modified production final shortly, but right now we have two Plymouths rolling to the starting line in the super stock semifinals. Don Grother, Oklahoma City, in the near lane, torque flight. Arlen Vanke, Akron, Ohio, in the far lane, 4-speed shift. Note how carefully they are staged after they've warmed the tires. Here's where the pressure really bears down. Start for Grother. And he wins it in the right lane. And Grother goes to the Super Stock Finals. But now it's nearly time for the Street Eliminator Finals. In the staging lanes, a final moment for the A-modified production winners, Ronnie Sox and Buddy Martin.
The car was running to Irwindale with his collectors on it. It should run better. I think we'll just more or less play it by ear. It just depends on who we're going to run.
Yeah. Right now.
But I can tell, you know, I can just about tell how good a body gets if it's going to go below the record.
Yeah.
So if it does, we'll just straighten it out on the other end.
Now it's simply a matter of everything going just right. Despite the fact that best automotive minds have tuned their racing cars to the final degree, there's always that factor of luck that figures in the final reckoning. Sox in the spectator lane, Jim Elliott, F-modified production Corvette power side. The Corvette leaves first with the handicap. Sox will lose this one. A red light. He jumped the starting line just a fraction of a second too soon, and Buddy Martin walks away fretting. Now a look at the fantastic funny cars, a pair of Barracudas. Ray Alley, power side. Rich Sarunian, spectator side. Watch the power off the start. Alley, out of shape. But he holds it. A fantastic job of driving by Ray Alley, and he goes on to win the race. The Chrysler Hemi engine remains the top fueler's favorite power plant. AA fuel finals, both Hemi-powered Don Prudhomme. will be running in the far lane. The veteran, the snake. John Mulligan in the near lane. John, often a bridesmaid, but he has never won a major drag racing championship. Mulligan off first, and he wins it. John Mulligan wins the AA fuel title and cooks an engine. More Hemi power, top gas final. Dave Grassi, spectator side. Cliff Smith in Larry Bauer's gas rail power side. A great start for Grassi. He holds the edge. An easy win for Dave Grassi in the top gas final. Well, the Plymouth team will now watch as Don Grother in his white 68 Barracuda super stock showdown with Jerry Harvey. The Mustang leaves first under the handicap system. Grother's got to catch him. Can he do it? Yes, he can at the top end, and Plymouth remains the car to beat in Super Stock Eliminator. Meantime, in the winner's circle, 17-year-old Mark Coletti, Hillsboro, Oregon, youngest driver ever to win a major NHRA championship. Mark drove a 1968 340 Barracuda E-Stock automatic class. International Super Stock winner, this Plymouth, owned and driven by Don Grother, Oklahoma City. As you can see, the work is never done. Though a winner, tear down and putting it back together, Don. Did you know before you hit the speed trap and crossed the finish line that you had Jerry Harvey beaten?
It was real close, and I caught him in high gear, and after I caught him in high gear, my car is higher horsepower, and I knew I could stay ahead of him then.
You've been driving for a good many years, trying for a long time, close many times, and you finally came up with a big one. How did you start?
I started with Plymouth in '63, and you know, always in super stock cars.
And you just hacked away at it until you finally got to that little gold mine.
Finally had a lucky streak.
Don, congratulations and good luck to you. And so the racing is done. The track stands emptying, growing quiet. And it's time to roll on to another race, to another city, to another story. It's a time to ponder, to talk, to plan, to refresh, to be tougher for the next race. That's the way it is with a competitive man, especially the professional who enjoys his work.